I came across a really interesting report that claims that the Las Vegas Raiders attempted to trade up with the Chicago Bears for the first overall pick in this year's draft. According to The Athletic, the Raiders attempted to trade for the Bears' first overall pick prior to the Panthers trading up, but the price was too steep. They asked for a 2023 first-round pick, a 2023 second-round pick, 2 future first-round picks, and a future second-round pick. So let me see if I got this straight. All the Chicago Bears wanted in return for the number 1 overall pick was for the Raiders to give them the 7th overall selection that they currently occupy, along with the second-round pick that they have in this year's draft, to go along with 2 first-round picks for the 2024 and 2025 NFL drafts, along with a future second rounder. And the Raiders just said, you know what, you're asking for way too much. We're out. We're just going to go ahead and sign Jimmy Garoppolo, a guy who isn't better than the previous quarterback that we felt wasn't good enough to return for us next season, a guy who consistently proves that he can't stay healthy, and also a quarterback who in big moments in big games, instead of showing up and coming up big, comes up small more times than not. We're just going to roll with him. Josh McDaniels' job security may be on the line this season, and he'd rather put his job security in the hands of a quarterback who struggles to stay healthy and isn't even better than the quarterback that he had last year. That doesn't make any sense to me. If I was Josh McDaniels and my job was on the line, I would rather roll the dice and take my chances with Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, 2 quarterbacks who are considered to be generational QB prospects, than roll with the injury-prone Jimmy Garoppolo, who should have a big warning sticker taped on the front of his helmet that says, "Warning, fragile luggage, handle with care." How does that make any sense? I'm pretty sure you Raiders fans would have been more excited with CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, or even Anthony Richardson starting for you at quarterback this year as opposed to Jimmy Garoppolo. And you can say, well, JT, those quarterbacks haven't taken a single snap of NFL football. You don't know what to expect. I understand that. But Josh McDaniels is considered to be an offensive-minded coach. If I'm an offensive-minded coach, I'm going to take my chances rolling with a rookie quarterback, especially 2 really good ones, and Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. If you was in Josh McDaniels' shoes right now, and you had to pick between Jimmy Garoppolo or trading up 3 first-round picks and 2 second-rounders to get CJ Stroud or Bryce Young first overall, what would you do? Because I'm pretty sure most of us would opt to trade up for the first overall pick so we can get either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. Josh McDaniels and the Las Vegas Raiders organization right now, they're not really making a lot of sense to me. I don't understand why you would even try to trade up for the number 1 overall pick without realizing the kind of compensation that you would have to give up for it. When the 49ers traded up for the 3rd overall pick with the Miami Dolphins a couple of years back to draft Trey Lance, they gave the Dolphins 3 first-rounders. The Carolina Panthers gave the Chicago Bears 2 first-round picks, 2 second-rounders, and DJ Moore for the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. You mean to tell me the Las Vegas Raiders thought that the Bears were asking for way too much for the first overall pick? You could have had CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, but instead you say, nah, bruh, we're good. We'd rather take our chances with Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't really think that makes a lot of sense. CJ Stroud has prototypical size that you look for at the quarterback position. He has elite accuracy, ball placement. He throws with great anticipation, and he has enough athleticism that he can get outside the pocket and pick up yards with his legs if need be. Bryce Young is like a mix between Russell Wilson and Drew Brees. He has high football IQ, great pocket awareness that you don't see for a guy of his size. And this guy just is a gamer. Every time the game is on the line and Alabama needed Bryce Young to step up and make a big play, he delivered every single time. And yet, the Raiders felt like it wasn't worth taking the risk, giving up the necessary compensation to potentially draft their franchise quarterback. They rather go with the injury-prone quarterback and Jimmy Garoppolo. Would you guys have traded with the Chicago Bears for the first overall pick? Would you have given up the compensation that Chicago was seeking in order to have the opportunity to trade for the first pick and have the potential at drafting two of the best quarterback prospects to come out in recent memory? I don't really understand what the Las Vegas Raiders organization are doing right now. Josh McDaniels' job could be on the line this year, and he'd rather put the future of his job security in the hands of an injury-prone quarterback who probably won't even last the first 12 weeks of the season. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me at all.